Barcelona's record in League and Champions League has been astonishing. It's been perfect, more than 100 goals scored in all competitions by them as they canter towards successive league titles. And like City, they have very realistic ambitions for this competition too. Ellen White captaining Manchester City in the absence of Steph Houghton again today. There you go. Ellen White has won the toss and she has decided that Manchester City will kick off. Their opponents today, though, absolutely formidable. 20 wins from 20 games played in La Liga by Barcelona this season. They are 9 points clear at the top of the table and they have 3 games in hand. That's how dominant they've been domestically. But City themselves have put together an astonishing run of late. 9 wins in all competitions on the spin. Well, the Swede Tess Olofsson is the referee today, by the way. She also oversaw Chelsea's first leg against Atletico Madrid in the previous round. But Gareth Taylor will feel he's prepared his team as perfectly as possible for this afternoon. Yes, he'd love to have his skipper Steph Houghton available, but an Achilles injury keeps her on the sidelines. It is, though, just the solitary change to the City side, to the one that made it 10 successive league wins last week. Now they test themselves against one of the very best in Europe, a team that has been a regular podium finisher in this competition. Barcelona aiming to reach the semi-finals for the 4th season in the last 5. And they will be looking to make up for their disappointment of losing the final in this competition just 2 seasons ago. When it comes, Lucy Ward, to the latter stages of the Champions League, Barcelona do hold the upper hand.
Yeah, they certainly do, but this is a mouth-watering tie. I think Man City, a lot more better equipped this season to deal with these Champions League games, and it's difficult to call this one. I know Barcelona are favourites, but you know, I wouldn't bet against Manchester City getting a result out here in the away leg.
Greenwood with the ball forward. Here's Weir. They do have the advantage, City, of being settled, a continuity of line-up, and the fact that we are on neutral territory in northern Italy, in the city that is best known as the home of Italian motorsport, Monza. Ashwala, but for losing her footing, may have had a very early opportunity, and she is a player who knows WSL opposition well from her time with Liverpool and Arsenal.
Sorry, Steve, I admire Man City's confidence in terms of playing out straight away from kick-off, but you know, you would expect them not to sort of put the ball at risk this early in the game against this Barcelona team.
Alexia briefly winning possession for Barcelona. The challenge has been penalised. Greenwood on the receiving end of it.
They've not got out of their own half yet, Manchester City, and it might be worth just giving a run to Hemp or Kelly down either flank.
We'll know, though, this is a substantial step up in calibre of opposition from the Fiorentina side that they beat 8-0 across 2 legs in the round of 16, Manchester City, and indeed the Göteborg team that they beat 5-1 on aggregate in the round of 32. We really are at the business end of the UEFA Women's Champions League. All 8 teams remaining will feel that they have the credentials to, at the very least, reach the final.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite as obvious this time that Lyon are just going to trounce everybody. I don't think they're as strong as they have been, and I think other clubs are catching them up, and so it's going to be an exciting end, definitely, to this Champions League campaign.
We're with the pass forward in no avail in the end. Mariana breaking up play. Here's Greenwood, who has Dal Kemper again alongside her at the heart of the City defence in the absence of Houghton. Mariana, who was featured in all 4 games for Barcelona in the competition this season. Aitana Torrejon being preferred at right back for Barcelona today. Alexia trying to get the pass in behind Morgan, who read the situation well.
Both wide players are tucking in Man City when Barcelona do get the ball, just trying to cut down the spaces because Barca like to play it and pass in between the lines.
They've made 6 changes from their league outing at the weekend when they maintained their impressive lead at the top of the table. Suggestion of handball, but those claims waved away by the Swedish referee. First opportunity perhaps for Manchester City to get a spell in Barcelona territory, but Paños is out of her goal.
Yeah, it's the right idea, just the wrong execution of the pass really, just to turn this Barca defence around, just make them feel a little uncomfortable at the start of this game.
As high quality as the Barcelona defence is, they aren't used to doing a great deal of defending. 99 goals scored in La Liga by them this season, just 3 conceded. They aren't just dominant in terms of points accumulated, they are dominant in terms of the balance of play in each and every game they contest.
They're used to having the ball, but Manchester City are used to having the ball, and at the moment it's like you have it, we have it, you have it, we have it in terms of the possession at the start of this game. Just testing each other out.
Forward by Greenwood, but again all the way through to Paños. 5 minutes played, and Manchester City yet to really take the game to their illustrious Spanish opposition. Alexia, the Barcelona captain, inviting Torrejon forward. One of 7 involved today. Torrejon, who started the 2019 final defeat by Lyon. And this is an excellent run, which Greenwood has eventually thwarted. Hansen still somehow going, though, until eventually the cross drifts harmlessly behind.
And that's what Hansen's like in terms of getting the ball and driving forward. Quite happy to take players on. I think at one point she probably could have gone down there and given the referee a decision to make in terms of a penalty, but kept hold of the ball really well. But from Manchester City's point of view, it's good that it went out with it. Taking a few risks at the back, Manchester City.
Against, they've been pretty ruthless in front of goal, converting a huge majority of the chances they create. 126 goals scored in all competitions by Barcelona to just 6 conceded.
Yeah, it tells you that they're ruthless, and I think if they decided to press aggressively now, it would really put Manchester City under pressure. Just need to be careful.
Leon. Here's White. He wants a free kick and doesn't get it. Patri's ball forward. Well judged by Dal Kemper. Mewis going to ground and losing possession. Alexia, with Mewis in pursuit of her. Mariona. Mewis's pass just beyond the reach of Weir.
Yeah, we've picked Mewis up before the game and she's started a little bit slow, not used to seeing that from her. But I just heard Gareth Taylor shout out, keep the ball, and that's exactly what Man City are not doing, just to have a little bit of controlled possession to get the confidence in the girls.
Oshwala shrugged aside by Greenwood. Lucy Bronze urged forwards on her return to the Manchester City side after a couple of games on the sidelines with an injury. Her absence nothing more than a precaution with today in mind. Killian Mewis failing to exchange passes. Here's Aitana. Width provided again by Torrejon. Roebuck delighted, I'm sure, to see that drift harmlessly into the side netting.
Yeah, it's a good job when Barcelona do win the ball back in transition that they're not direct in terms of the way they play. They just like to have a few passes, because Man City have given it away in pretty dangerous areas centrally.
Once again, the attempt to tease Barcelona forward to create space has not worked in Manchester City's favour. Torrejon with the throw, making her 47th Champions League appearance today. Only Hansen and Alexia on the field have made more, the most experienced players in this competition. Pereira gets it back from Torrejon. This is Alexia. Walsh, aware, alert, breaking up play, and now Bronze. I think they're going to get Manchester City moving forward, but it's been an opening.
They have. I mean, they were never going to go for it straight from kick-off. I think a little bit too careless in possession at the moment. Really aware of what Lucy Bronze offers, I think, for Manchester City. So Layla left back is really pushing on to just try and force Bronze back, negate that threat.
Layla settles for the throw-in. Well, he's had an excellent start to life as the Manchester City women's head coach. Gareth Taylor is becoming the ultimate successor to Nick Cushing. Already, of course, got that one trophy to his name, the FA Cup of last season. How he would love to be the man to lead an English team, though, to glory in the Champions League. Ashwala. But that will be the game's first corner kick.
She did well there. Dal Kemper just managing to cover centre-half partner. This is terrific timing.
Did score a goal for Liverpool against Manchester City back in 2015, Asisat Ashwala. Also scored Barcelona's goal in the 4-1 defeat by Lyon in the final a couple of years ago in the Champions League. Change of angle for the delivery. It's White back defending and Bronze completing the job.
The problem that Manchester City have got is that they're not really offering a threat going forward at the moment, even with the players that they've got. So it just, in Barcelona's back four, I think happy days will just come onto you. So that has to be there. It has to make the defensive line of Barcelona think twice.
They're used to playing like this as well, Barcelona. They are not going to tire themselves out. Alexia. Hansen. Blocked on its route to goal. And that's the first substantial scare that Manchester City have had. Now a chance going the other way. And Hemp has been awarded a free kick, despite the protests of Layla Al-Habi.
It's better by Hemp. That's what she's good at. Driving forward with the ball, bringing on the foul, but this is dangerous again by Barcelona. Needs to be a little bit more ruthless in front of goal, but Man City escaped one there.
Well, that's frustrating for Manchester City. First opportunity to try and apply some pressure, and Chloe Kelly's offside. powerful leap from Greenwood, but she took an awful lot of Alexia Putellas in the process.
Alex Green was having to step in at centre-half because of the injury to Steph Horton. A massive miss for this Manchester City team, not least the way that she plays, but also leadership. It's difficult. I mean, it's a strong challenge. It is a foul, but probably give Greenwood a little bit of a kick on in this game. It's so difficult to shift from left back to left centre half if you're not used to playing there, but she's got an experienced player, Del Kemper, at the side of her.
All over the top for Mariona to chase, but not too yet as Hansen flashes a shot just off target.
They're creating their own problems here, Manchester City. They win the ball back and then give it away. Lucy Bronze did really well here. As far as waiting, it's an excellent save from Roebuck, but then they just couldn't clear their lines. And Hansen is a real threat as well when she picks up that ball on the right-hand side, but terrific play from Roebuck.
Considering the form that Ashwala is in, considering how ruthless she usually is in front of goal, that is a very presentable opportunity that she's failed to take. Mewis unable to find a teammate. Surely only time before Sam Mewis finds her range. The player this week named the best female footballer in the world by a leading sports publication. Leon for Ashwala. Beaten semi-finalists last season, Barcelona. They've won 26 of 27 since that defeat by Wolfsburg. The only game they've failed to win this season, coming in the Spanish Super Cup, losing the match eventually against Atletico Madrid on penalties. Here they come again. And absolutely brilliant early on, Barcelona, and another chance comes their way. Another goal-bound shot that is blocked on its route towards the target.
I'd say they're really close to the win here, Manchester City, in terms of conceding. They are targeting Greenwood at that left centre-back. Real causing problems for her. But having said that, they're not clearing the lines well enough when they do get it. Sometimes it's not too bad to just clear your lines, and you don't have to connect to a teammate when you're in that much trouble.
Mewis slaloming away from a couple of Barcelona players, inviting Hemp to make the run forward. The play off Torrejon for the throw. Hemp hurt in the process.
It's a good run from Hemp. When they do regain in transition, you see the chances here, 1 or 2 or even 3 attempts there to get that first goal. But when they do regain in the transition and they regain possession, Manchester City, they've got more time than they think. You know, and they need to keep the composure and just get a little bit of possession together, and that's not happening, whether that's nerves or whether, you know, it's the occasion.
Noticing a yellow card brandished in the direction of a Manchester City player a short time ago. We believe that despite the fact that the foul was conceded by Alex Greenwood, that it's Chloe Kelly whose name has been taken, perhaps for something off the ball. Spoken very positively in the run-up to the game, Gareth Taylor, about how good his side's form have been, how much they're enjoying their football at the moment, and that the pace in their side can cause Barcelona problems, but they've not had an opportunity to demonstrate that as yet.
I mean, the good thing for Manchester City is that it's still 0-0 in terms of the start that Barca and the chances that they've had. It gives you an opportunity to get yourself playing as you would expect to play, and in terms of the game plan, they've probably not gone the way that Gareth Taylor would have expected it. However, it's 0-0, so they've got an opportunity to use the pace that they've got in the counter. At the moment, the press is initiated from too deep, so it's really difficult for them to get the ball.
Tana with the pass. Hansen. This is Pereira, who played every minute of Barcelona's run to the final in 2019. Mariona. Morgan for company, but Hansen providing the support. And Roback comes up with yet another tremendous save, this time to deny Tana.
Such clever play from Barcelona, and it's only beaten in quality by the save from Roback. I mean, she's keeping her team in it at the moment.
Twice now it seems certain Barcelona would take the lead. Twice Ellie Roback has said no.
Some save that as well, Steve.
Barcelona having things all their own way, right up until the point they try and get the better of Manchester City's #1, who signed a new 3-year deal last month and has given us a couple of demonstrations already today of why City were keen to get her tied down in the long term.
The rotation and the movement of Barcelona midfield and forwards is flummoxing City at the moment.
Hansen, who is a tricky opponent, and she's away again. Hansen this time finds Greenwood in her path.
Tell you what, Barcelona overload brilliantly. They get players in positions, particularly in wide areas, and it just means that Man City's full-backs are outnumbered a lot of the time on every Barca attack.
Well, we knew it was a substantial step up in calibre of opposition today, but I don't think we were quite prepared for just how dominant Barcelona would be. And but for Ellie Roback, they would already be ahead. And on the balance of play, you have to say they deserve to be.
I think City will be disappointed with the start, though. You know, they're a good team, City. They've got good players, and you just need to use those forward players and get the ball and keep possession well, or better.
Foul for the challenge on Marta Torrejón, another veteran of that 2019 final. A game in which Barcelona were blown away in short order. 3 quick goals scored by Ada Hederberg to set Lyon on their way to that particular triumph. And with better finishing, they might have done something similar to Manchester City in the first half of this contest. Lyon with the free kick, which sails well clear of Roback's crossbar.
And this is when you need the leaders in your team to just get a grip of people around them. The Manchester City team obviously missing Steph Horton, who's a massive presence for them.
We're carrying the ball away for Manchester City. Dalkemper. Bronze. Mewis, flag has stayed down. Good cross from Mewis, and finally something to show for their efforts from Manchester City, with his effort though comfortably saved by Paños.
Much better controlled possession, excellent run forward and beyond by Mewis, and it's not a bad cross either for Caroline Weir, but that's what they needed to do, City, just to show Barca that they have got that threat if they do leave spaces at the back.
Notice served. Can they deliver another? Manchester City. Kelly, White, Weir again, Hemp. Oh, what a glorious opportunity that Kelly could not turn on target. Much better from City. Moved the ball really well across that line. I'm not sure she was expecting it at that speed, Kelly, but that will please him. He hasn't really seen that much in the opening 25 minutes that will have pleased him, apart from his goalkeeper's performance, but that's better. Give them the confidence that they can get up there and score a goal, City. Two teams that have scored in excess of 200 goals between them in all competitions this season. So far unable to take the opportunities that have come their way. Hemp for Weir. But City will be encouraged. Weir again. There's an elegance about the way she goes about her business. She is a scorer occasionally of eye-catching goals as well. Bronze, a three-time winner of the UEFA Women's Champions League. Walsh. A little unfortunate that her pass didn't make its way to Hemp. Now finally Barcelona being tested inside their own third.
Man City getting bodies forward in numbers, putting pressure on that Barcelona back line and keeping possession in the right areas, and really are a threat, aren't they? But it's the first we've seen of it really in the last few minutes.
Greenwood gets it back from Roebuck, another player with an experience of the Champions League final, of course. Greenwood, possession has been conceded and Roebuck is forced into action once again, getting down low to turn the effort from Alexia aside.
Yeah, nearly every single one of Barcelona's chances have come from City giving the ball away in their own defensive third, and like I said before, they're just causing their own problems, and thank heavens for Roebuck in goal.
On her 6th England cap in the 6-0 win over Northern Ireland recently, Ellie Roebuck. Still just 21 years of age. She has a very, very bright future ahead of her. And now she has a corner kick to contend with. A lovely connection and well worked by Barcelona. But Torrejon unable to guide the volley on target.
And the technique was there, wasn't it? Lots of bodies in front of her, so if it was on target, it may have caused a problem for Roebuck.
Luis Cortez, the man in charge of Barcelona, his second full season in charge. And they've known very little other than winning since he came to the helm. 54 of his 57 games in all competitions so far have ended in a Barcelona victory.
The ball's played into midfield by City, played into players and facing their own goal, and it's so difficult for them to progress the ball forward, and they're not getting any joy out of it at all, City.
Leon for Leila. It's a strong challenge from Leon to make sure that Kelly didn't dispossess her. Leia Wahabi for Alexia Cortez. Zaitana. Bronze alert to prevent the ball going out of play, but Ashwala equally so to nip in and dispossess her. Pereira. 6th season running that Barcelona have been amongst the quarter-finalists. What is their 9th campaign in the Champions League? Torrejon able to find Hansen, and Greenwood shepherds the ball back to her goalkeeper.
So the problem City have got is when they get the ball and try and play out from the back, they're overloaded by Barcelona players. And where's the space? That's not where the space is. The space is beyond the press, and sometimes playing beyond the space, beyond the press, would be a better choice for Manchester City. And it's just not happened at the moment. They're losing it in dangerous places.
Torrejon with the Barcelona throw. Schwaller. Greenwood must have got a touch on that because she was eager to prevent the ball going out of play. Well, still to come today, the second quarter-final involving an English team. Chelsea's women take on Wolfsburg, so often finalists in this competition. That's at 3:30 today here on BT Sport 2. And then we have the second legs for you next week. First up, Wolfsburg, Chelsea next Wednesday. That's at 12:45 here on BT Sport 2 HD, followed by Manchester City, Barcelona Part 2 on Wednesday at 3:30 on BT Sport 2 HD. I think we can safely say that things will be very keenly poised going into those second legs. Mariona. That's a wonderful delivery, and once again Roebuck to the rescue, although she probably should have been given no chance by Alexia.
Alexia Putellas should have scored there. But again, Roebuck is strong, completely in control in goal for Manchester City. And their standout player by a million miles so far this morning.
Leon's presence enough to win back possession for Barcelona once more, who after that brief flurry from Manchester City and a couple of chances that they created have settled right back into their rhythm. Hansen up against Morgan and away from Morgan. Manchester City want an offside decision against Toshwala, but it will be a goal kick, same but different.
She's causing problems down that right-hand side. Hansen, Esme Morgan, who's not a natural left-back, terrific young player, but completely caught out there by Hansen's. Oh, that was Putellas.
Just update you on the yellow card for a Manchester City player earlier on in this first half. There was some confusion as to who was on the receiving end of it. Initially it went down as a Chloe Kelly yellow card. That has been changed to Caroline Weir. Hemp, scintillating run. White well placed, and White off target.
Big chance, and that's the first time that Ellie Roebuck's gone long, and look what's happened. Man City get on the edge of Barca's box. Massive chance to take the lead. Playing out from the back is brilliant if you can play past the press, but it's not happening for City at the moment, so need to mix the game up a bit.
What is going on? The quality of goal scorers not taking their opportunities so far in the opening half an hour or so. That has to change sometime soon. Torrejon winning the header. Here's Hansen. Mariona. Fouled by Greenwood.
It's a frustrated challenge from Greenwood. Looks like the referee's going to have a word with it. So what Barca are doing is that they allow the first pass in, and then they'll press. Just a wild kick then.
Just a ticking off from Tess Olafsson. Leon and Hansen hatching the latest Barcelona set-piece plan. Hansen this time. Oshuala! And Barcelona finally have the lead they richly deserve. And it is Asisat Ashwala, the former Liverpool and Arsenal striker, who has scored the goal.
She's done well so far, Roebuck, but absolutely no chance with that effort. And probably from Barcelona's point of view, it's a long time coming. The first goal in this game. They've had plenty of opportunities to go 1-0 up, but that's a terrific strike when it does fall to her on the edge of the box. Again, failed to clear lines, and great finish that from the edge of the box. The goal doesn't move. She knew exactly where she was going to put that, right in the corner.
And she had to put it right in the corner, the form that Roebuck has been in the first half, but absolutely no chance for the Manchester City goalkeeper on that occasion. It is a goal that has been coming. It has been scored by a player who now has 18 for the season in all competitions. Hansen in towards Oshuala again. And this time she is dealt with admirably by Dahlkemper. How does City respond? And looking to lead the response. Here's Kelly. Options in the middle for Kelly. Runs his cross. Well claimed by Paños.
See, when City get the ball into their final third, they look dangerous, and it's just not happened often enough so far in this game. A lot of their play is putting the ball at risk in the defensive third, when take that first pass and then just clip it past the press. When they have done that, and they've getting bodies forward, and Hemp and Kelly and White look dangerous.
City may well reflect upon the opportunity that came the way of Ellen White not long before Barcelona finally scored. But on the balance of play and on the balance of opportunities created, although there have been chances at both ends, Barcelona certainly warranting their 1-0 advantage. Walsh for White. Mariana for Barcelona. We mused in the previous round, Lucy, about how the development of WSL, the strength of WSL would ultimately be judged on an English team's ability to go the distance in this competition. I think we've seen in the first 35 and a bit minutes today just what the level amongst the elite teams in Europe is like.
Yeah, I think so, but I also think that Man City are not playing at the top of their game. I think if they just raise this 10 or 15% in the second half, then it will be different. Barcelona keep the ball well, not quite as thorough in front of goal. They could have been 2 or 3-0 up with the chances that they've had, so it gives City a glimmer of hope.
That's good.
They had the first 2 or 3 touches as the ball came in. No City player got near it to clear.
Concern for Manchester City is that Barcelona are currently on a run of 9 successive clean sheets. City could do with one. Weir. Hemp. White on the move. White in an offside position.
I just think City have shown enough going forward that they can get a goal in this game. An away goal, just about. It's a terrific run by Ellen White, and that's what they're all about. Those sort of interchange of passes on the edge of the area, with Ellen White making that final run.
Oshuala with her 3rd Champions League goal of the season. She scored in the 5-0 second leg win over Fortuna Koring of Denmark in the previous round, a tie that Barcelona won 9-0 on aggregate. They beat PSV of the Netherlands in the round of 32, winning both legs of that tie 4-1. Here's Oshuala once more. Lovely weight on the pass. Roebuck is out, and it needed fingertips from the Manchester City goalkeeper.
I'll tell you what, she's been absolutely top class. Roebuck, perfect attempt at the ball. I think it hit the heels, didn't it? And she managed to collect it, but again, great running movement from Barcelona.
Where would Manchester City be without their 21-year-old goalkeeper? Once again playing out from the back, looking to be a dangerous tactic. We're this time dispossessed. Pat 3's efforts. Hansen. She's got the beating of Morgan.
I don't think Barcelona can believe the look where they're picking the ball up just from the mistakes that City are making in possession.
You can see Chelsea's women in action again on Sunday, as well as later on today. They host Aston Villa in WSL, a game we will bring you over on BT Sport 3 HD from 2 o'clock. Busy schedule for WSL sides that are involved still in the Champions League. City, of course, had the benefit of a weekend off. They played against Bristol City 7 days ago, so have had a decent window in which to prepare for this particular challenge. But it's Barcelona, who did play at the weekend, who have had the greater energy and intensity in the first half. Lewis has been dispossessed. Aitana cut out by Walsh. Hansen. Dal Kemper, who's deputising once more for Steph Horton at the heart of the City defence. Yes, Manchester City are missing their captain. The World Cup winner is a very able deputy, and such as in the involved. She said the 2 months she's spent with Manchester City have seemed like an awful lot longer, has credited everybody at the club for enabling her to settle so quickly into life in England. Torrejon penalised for the challenge on Lauren Hemp.
Yeah, every time the ball has got to Hemp, she's shown her quality, hasn't she, that she will be a problem for Torrejon. Right back for Barcelona. This is where Greenwood wants to be. The quality of her deliveries and free kicks are special for Manchester City.
Greenwood delivers. Mewis is there, but scores from an offside position. Can't have been much in that.
Brilliant. It's a brilliant delivery. Only just as she was. Mewis, she wasn't marked anyway. Trying to time her run, but again, it's good confidence for Manchester City. They know that they can score against this Barca team.
2020 USA Player of the Year. A raised flag away from a 9th goal in her last 9 appearances.
She started this game off quite slow, Mewis. The game sort of, the ball's been moved quick around her and she's not really got up to the speed of it, but that's where she's lethal. And those late runs into the box, particularly from those set pieces. And as Caroline Weir just came and caught Mateas.
Bearing in mind that Weir is on a yellow card, one or two of the Barcelona players just inquiring as to whether that was a sufficiently robust challenge for another one. Kelly. Bronze. Had too many opportunities to get into this sort of position. She's got support from Chloe Kelly. Panos deals with that situation well. City need to try and take the encouragement of Kelly's header, which was just off target, the White shot that was perhaps even closer, and the fact that Mewis has at least had the ball in the back of the net, albeit from an offside position. Schwaller goes to ground. I'm not sure whether there was any contact though between her and Dal Kemper.
It's not often you see Schwaller go down. I don't know whether she just landed awkwardly, didn't she, with her left foot. And I think Rachel Yankee spoke before about the pitch looking a bit dry, and just got a foot caught, didn't she?
Into 1 minute of additional time at the end of the first 45. Can City give Barcelona something to think about before the half-time whistle? Bronze very nearly caught in possession. A lesser player might have been. She's turned it into a wonderful attacking opportunity now, though, for City, as Kelly takes on Leila. Well, Manchester City know they are in a contest. Outplayed in the opening 45 minutes by a team that is incredibly experienced at this stage of the competition. Asisat Ashwala with the only goal, but for Ellie Roebuck in the Manchester City goal, the margin of the half-time deficit might have been greater. She's come up with 4 exceptional saves to keep City in the tie. At the other end, well, White and Kelly both had opportunities, and Mewis had the ball in the back of the net, but from an offside position, work for Manchester City to do in the second half in Monza. At the break, he is back and fit enough to contribute 45 minutes in the Monza sunshine this afternoon, and her experience could be absolutely critical to Manchester City's hopes of turning things around, because Barcelona will feel they are in the ascendancy, deserve to be further ahead than the 1-goal advantage they currently have, and they will be relieved that the scorer of that goal, Asisat Ashwala, has returned despite slipping in the closing stages of the first half and briefly being down and clutching her knee. Sam Mewis, another in the second half now, who will hope to have a greater impact on the game for Manchester City. I don't think it's any surprise, Lucy Ward, that it is Esme Morgan who has been replaced by Demi Stokes.
Yeah, she had a difficult first half. She's an excellent young player. She's not a left back, so it was always going to be hard for her. I know that Hansen is one of their strongest players for Barcelona, but Demi Stokes just offers that balance now. Back four, left-footed, left back. Greenwood, left-footed centre half, and just hopefully that they need to play the ball more in Barcelona's half, because Barcelona's press is just ridiculously good in terms of the starting positions. They'll let the first ball go in, first pass go in, and then they will press, and they've got enough spaces in between them behind the press that they can press when it goes into midfield as well. So Manchester City have got to work that out, Steve.
The second half performance needs to be a serious upgrade on the opening 45 minutes, or the work that they will be required to do at the Academy Stadium in Manchester next week could be beyond even their fantastic capabilities. Aitana immediately into the action. Stokes, who did make a substitute appearance last week in the 3-0 win over Bristol City as well. They have to contribute a little bit more of the match today. Weir and outsider, who continues her run and immediately has a couple for company. Arguably Manchester City's most threatening player of the first half, Lauren Hemp. Lewis gets it back from Kelly. The pair can't combine once again. Chloe Kelly won her 5th England cap in the 6-0 win over Northern Ireland recently. Stokes just a demonstration of a little bit of rustiness, but she's not the only one in Manchester City colours to have mishit a pass. Walsh. Is Weir for Manchester City. Hemp. Clattered, but
it's got to be a foul.
No, well, shake of the head immediately from the Swedish referee. Thought for a minute she was playing advantage, and then she made it perfectly clear she didn't think it was a free kick anyway. That one, however, has been penalised for Aitana's challenge on Greenwood. Greenwood made a very, very late substitute appearance for Lyon in last season's final win over Wolfsburg. And a whole host of players on the pitch today who have experience of the showpiece occasion. White just went a little bit early. They've held that defensive line well today, Barcelona.
Yeah, stepped up really well. We're relying on the runs of Ellen White into space in this second half to get that goal back.
Torrejon demanding the pass, which comes her way. Hansen. Lovely little 1-2. But Stokes immediately getting back to make the challenge on Hansen. Leon. This is Hansen. First thought is always to pick out a teammate, Hansen.
She's pretty selfless, isn't she? There's a couple of times where she should have had a shot there, being one of them. She's always looking to assist or to play others in, but that was an opportunity. One of the most dangerous players on the pitch, left on her own at that point.
She's another one who knows all about going the distance, twice a finalist with Wolfsburg. It was Torrejon on the overlapping run on this occasion, looking to get in behind Manchester City. Really was a staggering first half performance from Ellie Roebuck. Difficult to win a tie in 45 minutes, but Manchester City could have been out of it if it wasn't for the regular interventions of their goalkeeper. Oshuala. She looked for all the world to be offside, but the flag stayed down, and that's a really important block. Hansen. And swept away by Dal Kemper.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it was Greenwood just out of shot that was playing her onside Oshuala. But the ball was clipped past the press, but it's got to be met by a City player.
Torrejon caught on her heels. That'll be a Manchester City throw. They've survived an early second half scare. Got to go all the way back to the 2019 final for the last time that Barcelona conceded more than once in a game. So a second goal for them today could potentially be terminal for Manchester City. They've only conceded 6 goals in all competitions this season, and only twice so far in this Champions League. Bronze forward for White. Leon with the challenge. Oh, wonderful weight on the pass. Stokes getting back marvellously for Manchester City. Oshuala, though, is there. And Stokes with a swing of the boot sends Oshuala flying, and that's a penalty.
She'd done brilliant just before that as well, Demi Stokes, to retrieve the ball, and it's just a wild swing trying to clear the ball. Oh, Oshuala, it's a definite penalty, isn't it? It's good defending initially, but just a wild swing. As soon as she knocked the ball past, you could see what was going to happen. Oshuala, fair play to her, it's a toe end to the ball, and it just meant that Stokes caught a leg. Big moment now.
Absolutely huge moment. The responsibility being taken by the Mallorcan Mariona, who scored from the penalty spot in the last round against Fortuna. Mariona steps up to double Barcelona's advantage, and that could be a huge moment in the tie. 2-0 they now lead, beautifully into the corner, well beyond the reach of Roebuck.
That's a really well taken penalty. You cannot give chances like that up to a team like Barcelona. And she dived the right way, and Roebuck just couldn't get anything on it. It's a big uphill struggle now for City. They must get a goal today, I think, just to keep them in the tie.
They need to get a goal against a team that has kept 21 clean sheets in its last 27 games. It is a defence that is not used to being breached at all, let alone multiple times. And Stokes was shown a yellow card for the challenge that led to the penalty. Confirmation of that for you.
And the times that City have got the ball forward, they do look like they could score a goal. It's just not being as ruthless in front of goal as they should be and taking the chances. But Barcelona don't look that solid at the back, as solid as the clean sheets perhaps insist that they are.
Oshuala, who has scored one and won the penalty that led to the second goal. Mariana forward. Out of play off Mewis. Well, the unfamiliar surroundings for what is Barcelona's home leg have not derailed them by any stretch of the imagination, much as they would have loved to have been at their magnificent Estadi Johan Cruyff on the outskirts of Barcelona. They are instead dominating in northern Italy, in Monza. Lucy Bronze, one of those now who needs to be a leader for Manchester City in the absence of Steph Houghton. Gareth Taylor was fairly adamant that Houghton's absence didn't mean an absence of leadership on the field, that the World Cup winners, the Champions League winners he has at his disposal, means that that is there. Hemp goes down, penalty. What a chance now for Manchester City to get back into the tie.
Brilliant by Hemp. That's exactly what she does, and does so well. As soon as she drives into the box there, they're just scared to challenge it. Positive front foot, sticky leg out, and she's going to go down. And this is a massive moment now for Manchester City. Get that away goal. They know that they can score goals back at home.
Leon with the challenge on Hemp. Well, the momentum of the tie hangs on this moment. Chloe Kelly is denied by Panos. How crucial might that save prove to be?
Big save by Panos. Massive, massive opportunity for City to get themselves back in this game. Chose the right way. Strong enough wrist to Flipped the ball over, but that's massive. You can see this is as big as a goal for Barcelona. That
3.5 minutes between Barcelona converting from the penalty spot at one end and Manchester City failing at the other. Greenwood with the resulting corner. Weir trying to wriggle through. Mariana comes up in possession. It is Hemp racing back with a crucial intervention.
It's a massive miss, but in terms of Lauren Hemp and Chloe Kelly on that right-hand side, get the ball to them, higher up the pitch, and you just see the damage that Hemp can do.
Well, having given Roebuck so much credit for her efforts in the Manchester City goal in the first half, Sandra Paños responding in the second half. Strong hands to turn aside the penalty kick from Chloe Kelly. Manchester City need, despite the disappointment of missing from the penalty spot, to take encouragement from the build-up play that led to it being awarded. Got some defending to do first, though. Hansen up against Stokes. Greenwood had to be alert to what was happening on her shoulder.
Looking from a Manchester City point of view, it's been nearly, but not quite in front of goal. And the penalty opportunity.
Patry for Pereira. Attempted flick from Patry towards Hansen. But now Patry putting pressure on Stokes, successfully so. Says she watches videos of Sergio Busquets, does Patry, to provide her with inspiration for her role in the Barcelona midfield. The intensity that she provided there, a demonstration of how effective that's been for her. Here's Mewis, little flick to White, who is offside. Daniel's got fingertips to the effort anyway.
Again, it looked dangerous going forward. It's a flick. It's pretty obvious that Ellen White was going to be offside there, but as soon as Kelly or Hemp get it down either flanks and drive at Barcelona, Man City look like they can get an opportunity to score, and they've just got to hang on to that and put one of these chances away.
Aitana. Hansen. Stokes across, but she didn't actually get a touch on the ball, so it will be a Manchester City throw. Ashwala away from Greenwood. Ashwala's done brilliantly. So too, though, Kira Walsh to intercept the pullback with Barcelona players lining up.
She's not had such an effective game as she usually does, Kira Walsh, but the one thing she always does excellently well is recovery runs, being in the right place at the right time, and that was one example of it.
Wouldn't be the worst news for Manchester City if Caroline Graham-Hansen has run herself into the ground.
She's been very good, hasn't she? There's a penalty. Tale of two penalties, one put away very, very well, and the other one saved at the other end. This is what Man City want. The likes of Lauren Hemp driving at this Barcelona defence, drawing challenges like that, but when you do get those opportunities, then you have to score.
One penalty kick right in the corner, the other at the sort of height that a goalkeeper would want it be once they've guessed which way to go. That is the end of Hansen's afternoon. She has contributed massively for Barcelona, and the introduction of Lieke Martins hardly reduces the quality on the pitch as far as Barcelona are concerned. On comes the 2017 FIFA and UEFA Player of the Year.
Yeah, I keep seeing her on the bench for Barcelona. I think, how on earth is she on the bench? What a player she is.
Barcelona once again looking to impose themselves on Manchester City, who you feel can ill afford to concede again. Torrejon for Martins, the substitute, and it took Hemp tracking the run to force the ball behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, the pace of Hemp has helped Manchester City at both ends so far this afternoon.
City want a free kick for Torrejon's challenge. They are not getting one. There's Hemp on the receiving end. Instead, here's Aitana Bonmati. Pereira. Oh, lovely pass for Leila Ohabi. Passing the ball around in a position of great authority, Barcelona. Marta Torrejon. Patry for Torrejon once more. Martins dispossessed by Hemp, and then immediately fouling the 20-year-old.
This is the opportunities now. And City have these set pieces to get some sort of possession further up the pitch.
White caught in possession deep inside her own half. Alexia. White makes amends. And then blocks the shot from Aitana as well. So that will be a Barcelona corner. Strapping on the leg of Ashwala, the legacy of pitch-inflicted injury she suffered in the first half. Martins with the set piece, intercepted by Weir. Pretty much the first thing that Barcelona have tried today. That hasn't come off. Helped on towards Martins. Away from Stokes, who responds magnificently second time around. Mewis. Need to see more of that. Need to see more of a marauding Mewis.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Steve. You're getting the likes of Lucy Bronze, Mewis, who physically can cope with driving, but the ball up this pitch. Barcelona on top. When you're playing against Man City, you know you're on top if you haven't got Lucy Bronze driving up the pitch on that right-hand side. And Exchanging passes with Chloe Kelly.
Weir. Wide it goes for Chloe Kelly. In towards White. By the standards that she sets, that's a great opportunity.
She gets into some great positions. Ellen White does all her best work right in front of goal, but see her come from nowhere there, and you put your house on her, putting that away.
No player in the Manchester City team has scored more Champions League goals than Ellen White. She's had a couple of opportunities to improve on her tally of 11 today. One back by Bronze. Here's Mewis. Space for Hemp. Weir. Lauren Hemp. Away by Leon. Walsh winning it back for Manchester City. Chloe Kelly will be desperate to make amends for her penalty miss. Bronze and Kelly on the same wavelength. Pereira across. Kelly gets it back, just beyond the reach of White that time.
It's better by Manchester City, keeping the play up and around Barcelona's penalty area. Just maybe one pass too many at times, particularly in last but one attack.
Hemp. Kira Walsh. Martins closing her down. 82 goals in all competitions for Manchester City this season. They badly need one today in Monza.
The referee's letting a lot go of those sort of challenges.
Hemp, oh, lovely flick, but Weir could do no more with it than guide it into the arms of Panos.
Clever play again on the left-hand side from Hemp, just tried to flick it. It's not really much Caroline Weir could do with that. Didn't really get any sort of power on that header.
One Manchester City player who has, if anything, enhanced her reputation today, Lauren Hemp. One of the least experienced players on the field in terms of this competition. This is a change to send a message to Manchester City, because Barcelona are bringing on their top scorer, Jenny Hermoso, who has already scored 20 goals this season. They are also bringing on a player with experience of runs deep into the latter stages of this competition, Kira Hamraoui. Ellen White off for City. Rose Lavelle has come on.
Gareth Taylor realises he has to do something different. It's been a frustrating afternoon for those two. Both had opportunities. Chloe Kelly should have scored the penalty. Just gives Stanway and Lavelle a chance, doesn't it? They have to, I think, if they can just get a goal, keep it tight at the back. I know it's difficult in the remainder of this game, but just snatch a goal back, and it puts them in an okay position considering what they've gone through this afternoon in this game.
Hamraoui onto Martins. Oh, well, there's nothing that Roebuck could have done about that if the shot had been on target.
It's a really awful strike there, wasn't it? Emma Stokes, other than the penalty, giving away the penalty, she's actually defended one-on-one really well, which is obviously her strength.
Two changes apiece then. How does it impact the flow of the game? Hemp onto Stanway, one of those to be introduced for Manchester City, looking to make an immediate impact, and would have done so if Mewis had been more ruthless with a glorious opportunity.
There's been so many situations this afternoon where you would usually expect players to score goals. It's a great play down the left-hand side from Stanway, and actually picks out Mewis, but she just couldn't get that shot or any sort of power in it, which is so unlike her.
Rose Lavelle also on, Chloe Kelly and Ellen White, the two to make way. Two players who have been withdrawn for Manchester City, those who have come closest to scoring for them. White twice from open play, Kelly failing from the penalty spot. Martins is Hamraoui, who will have as much of an incentive as anyone in Barcelona colours to go all the way. Has 2 winners' medals in her collection, but didn't play in either final for Lyon in 2017 or 2018. And was then suspended after a semi-final red card 2 years ago, and she otherwise would have been part of the Barcelona team for the final. Martins in behind Stokes. Opportunity presents itself again for Barcelona, with support arriving as well. Well, still to come today, the second part of our quarter-final doubleheader from the Champions League. Chelsea's women against Wolfsburg women from 3:30 here on BT Sport 2 HD. And the return legs for you are coming up next Wednesday. First up on that occasion, Chelsea's trip to take on Wolfsburg in the second leg, 12:45, BT Sport 2 HD, same channel later that day. Manchester City, who currently have a 2-0 deficit to overturn against Barcelona from 3:30. A goal would, of course, completely change the complexion of the tie for Manchester City. Scoring twice against Barcelona in one game is something that no team has achieved since Lyon put 4 past them in the final a couple of seasons ago. That is the size of the deficit that Manchester City are currently trying to overturn. Flag up against Stanway.
Fantastic stats about the clean sheets for Barca, but you know, even in this game they've given Man City a chance or two in that final third, and they've just not put it away. Stanley just caught offside there. But they've had the opportunity, City, and they'll be kicking themselves if they don't get that away goal this afternoon.
Especially considering the neutrality of the venue. Whereas City will have home advantage in the second leg. This stadium was actually where Chelsea played the second leg of their tie against Atletico Madrid in the round of 16, so it has already been used by English teams in the Champions League this season. Stanway had been out of control, that difficult though it would have been. She may well have been in. Instead, Torrejon across to intervene.
It was a great ball from Lucy Bronze. It looked like she'd just kicked it aimlessly, but it was a terrific pass.
Have you ever seen Lucy Bronze do anything aimlessly?
No, she hasn't done anything ever. I mean, we haven't seen. We've seen a little bit of spark of her strength going forward in this second half. And when she does get forward, they look a different team, Manchester City, but they're just so aware that they really don't want to concede again, City.
Well, by next week, Lucy Bronze will, of course, had another 7 days to overcome the niggly injury that kept her out of the second leg against Fiorentina and the win over Bristol City. Nothing more than precautionary, but And imagines she could or will benefit from the game time today. Weir shrugging off a challenge. Here's Hemp. It was beyond the reach of the arriving Stanway and also beyond the reach of the fingertips of Paños.
I have to say that in the big moments, they've not produced the goods in front of goal so far. Manchester City and Barcelona have, for all the dominance in that first half. They just got that one goal, they got the penalty in the second half, and just Manchester City just haven't stepped up in front of goal in those big moments. Still time.
Barcelona 13 minutes away from becoming just the second team to beat Manchester City in regulation time this season. City's only defeats before this afternoon, all coming against Chelsea, 3 of them in all. One other game to tell you about, once you've enjoyed Chelsea's women in action a little bit later today, you can see them on Sunday too against Aston Villa in WSL. That's on BT Sport 3 from 2 o'clock. Kira Hamraoui penalised.
They have much more joy. Manchester City going forward in this second half without really threatening. But that's good for them. That's better for their confidence in terms of thinking they can get back into this tie.
Does this present Manchester City with an opportunity for encouragement?
There's 2 dead ball specialists over it, left footers as well, Weir and Greenwood.
Weir takes responsibility, and Dal Kemper forces a save, but from an offside position.
She drifted, hadn't she? Just got to hold your run, because that's the right sort of run from Dal Kemper.
Torrejon, the latest to be withdrawn by Barcelona. And it's a straight swap at right back. Anna Crnogorčević comes on in her place, a winner of this competition with Frankfurt in 2015.
She needs a big shirt for that name. Big shoulders. She usually plays further forward, particularly for her country. But in this Barcelona team, you play where you put. A squad full of excellent players.
Yeah, she is listed as either right back or striker. That is quite the versatility. Crnogorčević, who is back doing the defensive work. She is her nation's leading all-time goal scorer, 60 goals in her 123 Switzerland caps. Hermoso for Barcelona awaits some support. Alexia provides it. Oh, and then the run from Patry that Hermoso couldn't quite pick out. The City struggling to clear, tiring bodies and minds out there. Martins, she has some of the fresher legs on the field. One of the second half substitutes, of which there have now been numerous. Stokes, one back, that's the kind of tenacity we've come to expect from her. She'll be furious about conceding the penalty that led to Barcelona scoring their second goal. Bronze controlling that pass beyond even her remarkable capabilities. Patry spreading the play for the Dutch international Martins. And it deflects off Stokes for the corner.
She stuck to the task well in the second half. Demi Stokes at left back, because there's always been a threat. And it's been Hansen or Martins.
feel another Barcelona goal now would put the tie beyond Manchester City. Important that concentration levels maintained. Flicked in towards the near post where Hermoso was looking to flick it on.
It's good positioning from Dahlkemper. Didn't really know much about it, but she was in the right place.
More distance this time. Once again, Barcelona getting the flick on, and now determination from Bronze to break up play. Now wearing the captain's armband for City since the departure of White in this second half. Shows you how hard Barcelona worked, though, that Mariana was the player back in the right back position to break things up. Barcelona certainly looked the more comfortable playing in the kind of conditions which will be a distant memory for a majority of the Manchester City players. High teens, the temperatures in northern Italy today. We've got that to come down the road, but not quite yet. Not at the end of March.
Even if we're going into the last 6 minutes, from Man City point of view, I still think that they can get that goal and use the ball well. Just got to get it back first.
They'll be walking tall if they can score the goal. Shoulders and heads, though, will be hung low if things stay as they are.
It's a better line. Just to use this free kick well.
Greenwood over the top, but into a vacant area as far as the Manchester City target is concerned. A run of 9 successive victories coming to a shuddering halt. And on the biggest stage of all in terms of women's club football, Manchester City have progressed from their previous 2 quarter-final ties. To maintain that excellent record, we'll need quite a transformation in the second leg. Could be about to get worse. Might have been if Patry hadn't been offside.
She just ventured beyond the side of the defender. The referee's given a yellow card to them, but she's quite happy to give those yellow cards out, but then not give fouls that look like obvious fouls. And she was right, Patry. I don't think she was offside. Level.
Tess Olafsson officiates with a beaming smile on her face, but she doesn't stand for any nonsense in terms of her authority being questioned, which is why Patry Guijarro has been shown the first yellow card for a Barcelona player today. Hermoso. Hamraoui for Hermoso, wonderful build-up play. And then Hermoso on the rebound makes it 3-0. After the initial effort to come back off the post. And that's a goal that could just put the tie beyond Manchester City.
There's not much the robot could have done about the second, but that's the goal they really didn't want to concede, Manchester City. And you just heard the celebrations there from the Barcelona players and staff. City just thought that was offside. It wasn't at all. Came back off the post, could have gone anywhere. You don't really want it landed if you're a Manchester City player to Hermoso, who coolly puts it in the back of the net. It's a big goal.
Her 21st of the season, her fifth now in just 4 appearances in the Champions League, and incredibly her 14th in her last 9 games for club and country. She simply was not going to waste an opportunity like that one. And you do worry now for Manchester City that even with home advantage in the second leg against a team as good as Barcelona are going forward, who concede as fewer goals as Barcelona do, that to overturn a 3-0 deficit is a mountain that they might not be able to ascend.
She's a big player, and also one of the best ones that Barcelona have got. And he's not going to end up anywhere at the back of the net.
It demonstrates the riches that Barcelona have at their disposal. They could leave a player who now has 21 goals this season on the bench until the latter stages when City were exhausted, and she could pounce on an opportunity such as that. Hemp. Stanway. That might have changed the complexion.
So frustrated. Manchester City fans, you watch that and you would usually expect Stanway can score the spectacular, just put that away, but Hemp again. All the positive stuff down this left-hand side comes from her. So, front foot. Drives forward.
Flag is up. I think it was Stanway who'd not got herself back on side. So close, but the latest Manchester City player to be denied by Sandra Paños. Another, of course, demonstrating a huge versatility, considering she's been playing at right back and is now leading the line for Manchester City. Mariana, scorer of Barcelona's second goal from the penalty spot. Hamraoui, scorer of one of the 4 goals that Barcelona got at the weekend against Rayo Vallecano.
That third goal, such a big goal for Barcelona. You know, you could think going back to Manchester with a 2-goal deficit, you could see them getting themselves back in it, but I'm not sure that they'll be able to score that many at home against this Barcelona team. I hope I'm wrong.
On the weight of opportunities, the 3-goal margin of Barcelona's advantage is a reasonable one. City, though, have had their chances to get the away goal, whilst their opponents have had numerous others as well at times in this game where they might have been even further clear. Into 4 minutes of additional time. I suspect it might just be damage limitation from the City point of view. Little nudge on Bronze, free kick. Stanway helping it on. We're arriving, Lavelle. Couldn't pick her out with the pass. Gets another opportunity now. Stanway for Mewis. Let's see what she was thinking. But as too often today, the execution was off.
Yeah, it's not that they haven't had the opportunities. Manchester City on another day score at least one goal. But these are big games, and you've got to produce at these latter stages of the Champions League.
Well, only Wolfsburg, Lyon twice and PSG twice have knocked Barcelona out of the Champions League since they lost to English opposition back in 2015. Bristol Academy, as was then. They will be heavy favourites to maintain that impressive record. Hamraoui couldn't get to the ball. Here's Martins. Burns with the well-timed challenge. Lewis now trying to keep Martins away from the danger zone. Bronze just hoping she can keep the ball out on that side. It is a throw-in. And no, Alexia didn't think it had gone out of play. What can Manchester City do in the final minute of 4 of stoppage time? Lavelle being forced back away from her intended destination. Mewis. Easy for Patry just to guide it back to her goalkeeper.
It's been a near perfect performance from Barcelona. Their home title, they'll be extremely happy with the way it's turned out.
Play Reading on Saturday, Manchester City. Then they need to regroup for the second leg of this tie. Stanway again coming back from an offside position. A chastening afternoon in Monza for Manchester City, who have been schooled in the Champions League by Barcelona, who in particular put on a masterclass of attacking football in